Hello, and welcome to this episode of Felonious, a podcast where we discuss the realm of true crime. From chilling cold cases to the wild and wacky, we'll explore it all with a perfect blend of seriousness and humour. My name is Emma.
And I'm Nazia. To keep up to date with what's coming up, be sure to follow us on Instagram at felonious.pod and visit our website feloniouspod.com. We hope you enjoy this episode, so let's get to it. Yeah, our first Patreon episode that isn't a case update.
Yeah, our first unscripted episode.
Yes, so be prepared for some chaos.
Yeah, we have a dog that wants to play, 3 cats that are roaming around.
Yeah, I think I can hear one meowing in the background. He's probably going to come back and sit on my lap and try and sit on the laptop anyway. So, yeah, we're just going to talk about 2 stories. So we're going to try and keep it short and sweet as the chaos allows, as much as the chaos allows around us. So, do you want to start with your one?
Yeah, okay. So, we're doing like what we used to do in our episodes is like, talking about news stories that we find like throughout the week or months.
Yeah.
And I found an article on The Guardian, which was published on the 4th of January this year, 2025. And it's about how a number of like newspaper organisations in the US have decided to edit or delete old crime stories in an effort to like offer past offenders a clean slate. Because a lot of people have been going to the newspapers complaining about news stories that are like years old about them committing these crimes. And now that they've sort of rehabilitated and they're trying to get jobs, it's kind of having a negative impact. So, go on.
Okay. No, carry on. I'll share my thoughts, but maybe I shouldn't jump the gun, but go ahead.
Yeah, I haven't given you all the facts yet, Nazia.
Yeah, sorry.
So I didn't know this figure, but it didn't really surprise me. But apparently 1 in 3 adults have prior convictions or have been arrested in the US. And like I said, like the historical media coverage on their crimes have had like a damaging impact on their lives. But the crimes being considered by newspapers for review are those committed more than 4 years ago. And they're not like major offences, they're only minor crimes. So like cases of like violent sexual offences, crimes against children and police corruption, they're all remaining as is. They're not being edited or deleted.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm fine with that. I think if it was like a harmless burglary, sorry, there's a siren going past my house.
On their way to a burglary.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, it's an ambulance. There's police and a hospital near me, so yeah. So, no, what I was saying, if it's like a petty crime, like a petty theft or something, then I can completely understand that. And I guess, you know, in terms of employment, I guess it is really difficult. Obviously, by law and like human rights, employers shouldn't be discriminating. Like if someone's served their time and they've been rehabilitated,
exactly,
etc.
And I think when you're, you know, filling in job applications and things like that, it actually asks if you've got a criminal record and if you committed crimes within. Well, in the UK, I know it's like within the first 5 years, isn't it, that you have to put down that you have committed crimes.
You've got a criminal
or offences.
Yeah.
But because newspaper archives are all digitalised now, it's all easy to find. Like, we're just a Google search away of finding everything about you, basically.
Yeah. Once it's on the internet, it's there forever.
So things aren't easily forgotten.
No.
So a lot of newspapers have had inquiries by people who have committed these offences when they were younger and now regret what they did. And, you know, they're struggling to secure jobs. And I really feel for them. Like if you did something that when you were a teenager and you've repented and you want to make society better by having a job and you want to pay back,
Yeah.
then why can't you have that story deleted or at least edited so it doesn't have your name?
Yeah, yeah. Especially if, you know, your socioeconomic circumstances have changed. Like I imagine a lot of criminals or people that have committed criminal offences, things like burglaries and whatnot, in most cases it's because they were in financially unstable circumstances or, you know, they
Or
had
socially
troubled...
unstable,
Yeah, exactly. And if they have come out the other side, then yeah, I completely agree. And that's quite cool if they are having, I don't know what my cat's doing, but I can hear something.
Hopefully not creating a criminal record.
Probably destroying something. But yeah, no, I'm all for that, and I'm happy for those people if it is helping them in their...
Sorry, my dog Luna is causing havoc.
Well, that's a cool story, actually.
Yeah, and I've also got a bit more on it before you jump the gun.
No, oh God. Go on.
So before they delete or edit any information, the claims are fact checked. So they make sure that, court requirements are completed and there isn't any further crimes committed after the fact.
Yeah.
Because one newspaper received a claim from a teacher who they had an harassment case and it was expunged. But the newspaper denied it, the guy's request because they did research into it and they found that he had dodged another sexual misconduct allegation.
Oh my gosh.
For a number of years. So they said, yeah, we're not going to edit that or delete that information because you're...
Yeah. I if anyone makes a mistake and deletes something, that can really backfire. So it's good that they're being thorough.
Yeah. But some people have been negative towards this whole move because they say, it's going to damage journalistic integrity and the preservation of public records, and altering archives could lead to, erasing history.
Yeah, I think given how... with everything going on right now in America, I think that's the least of their problems.
That's what I thought when I read this story. I was like, I bet Trump's just sitting there rubbing his hands thinking, yes, finally.
Yeah,
I can go back through my past and delete my old crimes and future ones.
Yeah, but he hasn't served any jail time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But, given the way things are going, all the billionaires are sucking his... I won't say the words, but given the way things are going, I think deleting old news articles of petty crimes should be...
And that includes mugshots problems as well, by the way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, which we know has impacted people's life.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so that was my find.
Well, I've got a really horrible find.
Here we go.
And yeah, sorry, I'm gonna just do a 180 and bring the whole tone down. I was really tempted to talk about the case that's going on in France, with the woman whose husband was drugging her, and because there seems to be new information, but I feel like that's going to be an episode in itself at some point in the future because it's huge. But I found another article, and this one's very recent. So in Virginia, a nurse has been charged with abusing babies in the NICU wards, and it just gave me the whole Lucy Letby vibes, white nurse.
Yeah, she was a nurse in the UK.
Yeah. I mean, this one didn't end in any fatalities, but this nurse, Erin Stotman, she was discovered to have been injuring babies and causing fractures in their bones. And it was found quite recently. So she's been accused of causing multiple fractures to a 5-month-old boy in November. And they found other similar cases. So they're all alleged to have been caused by her.
Oh, so how long a period was this going on?
So I'm trying to find the news article now. There's different news articles, but apparently, I might be wrong, and I should have had the article in front of me. But from what I understand, there were some incidents a couple of years ago, and she was put on administrative leave, and then she was allowed to come back to work, and it happened again.
Okay.
And on social media, there was some misinformation saying that it was exclusively black babies or babies of colour. But apparently that's not the case. And that, if that were the case, then, we would understand like a horrible... It's horrible anyway, but we would understand like this is a really fucked up racist person. But the news outlets are saying that that is not the case.
She's just a fucked up person.
She's just a fucked up person who wants to cause suffering. And again, when you look at her, she looks like someone who, not that you can criminally profile someone based on their appearance, but she just looks like someone who could be a nurse, if you know what I mean. She's got a very kind looking face, kind looking appearance and blah, blah, blah. But it's just horrible because so one of the families, their son was found to have had a fracture in the leg. The hospital tried to fob it off by saying that it happened when an injection was being administered to him.
Okay.
I don't know if it was the father or the mother's, but they had a relative who works in healthcare, and this relative showed them, no, this is how you would administer an injection, and there is no way that that would cause a fracture. Even if it did cause a fracture, that should not be happening.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it okay.
No. I know babies' bones are a lot softer than...
Yeah, and depending on why they're in NICU,
yeah, exactly.
If they're premature and whatnot. So these poor families, especially the ones that had to deal with this more than a year ago, and they've had to, it's already heartbreaking enough when your child is in NICU, if they're premature, if they've got complications. You're already potentially facing a hard road ahead to see them grow as healthily as possible. But then for them to be harmed when they should be cared for, and that potentially causing more difficulties in their road to recovery. And not forgetting that this is America where healthcare isn't free. So, I really, really hope, if it is true that this nurse has been causing all these injuries, I really hope that the families, A, get justice, and B, they sue, because they would have had to pay for that.
Yeah, for the recovery. And
just giving birth to a healthy, uncomplicated, a healthy child in an uncomplicated pregnancy costs enough. So let alone having to pay for NICU care and then having to pay for an additional injury that they've sustained in hospital. It's just... But yeah, there's not a lot of information at the moment to say how they've pinned it on her.
Oh, so there's no reason as to why she's...
No. So she's in jail at the moment, and they're saying that there's concerns for her safety. She's been denied bond over concern for her safety.
Okay.
Hopefully she doesn't get out, but yeah, this is a really...
But at the same time, have they got evidence to say it is her then? Apart from she went on administrative leave and...
They found video footage of her abusing the babies.
Okay. She can't really escape that and say, oh no, it wasn't me, I've been framed.
And there were 4 other infants during the summer of 2023 that had very similar fractures. So what the hell was she doing to these babies? It's really scary, because someone has gone through the lengths to train and qualify to work in that sector, and this is what they end up doing. It's just...
Yeah, they cause abuse.
Yeah, it's just horrible. And it just made me think of the whole Lucy Letby thing, where your baby's life is dependent on these so-called professionals. And
yeah, some of the families must feel like, oh, I'm never taking my child to a hospital again.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to trust someone in that profession?
And they might not have that choice.
Exactly.
We don't know anything about the families and their babies yet, but they might not have that choice. And that's a really sad thing. I would completely understand the lack of trust and the trauma. And especially for a mother who's gone through birth and then the trauma of having their child being taken away from them and putting NICU where they can't even bond with their child. And then to have that additional trauma, it's just...
Yeah. You're going to end up blaming yourself as well.
Yeah.
Just naturally.
Yeah, exactly.
For not being able to protect your child when they're at the most vulnerable.
And for the families where it happened before, they probably accepted whatever excuse was given to them. And they have to live with that, you know? So, yeah. Sorry, that was my... That was my really grim story for this month, sorry.
Yeah, Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year. Starting off 2025 strong.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Yeah, hopefully we'll have some more interesting articles as the year progresses.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going to turn up?
What darkness awaits.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll have other articles other than the US to look at as well.
Yes, I know. There is another one based in France. Maybe we'll talk about it in a couple of months. But I wanted to read up on it properly. It's just, there's a lot happening in France at the moment.
There is, isn't there? Yeah.
It's not great.
But there is in Sweden as well. We've got a lot of gang violence going on. And
oh, gosh.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll come back to Europe next time.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
On our first
unscripted.
Yeah. Chaos.
Yeah.
Crimes and chaos. We don't know what to call these episodes.
Crimes
Happy
and
for
chaos.
Suggestions. Yeah, crimes and chaos. Maybe we'll stick with that for tentatively. But yeah, thank you for subscribing and for listening, and let us know what you think. If there's any stories that you want us to look into, by all means, let us know as well.
Yeah, message us on social medias or through our website as well. We've got a contact page.
Yeah, cool. Well, see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening to the show. We hope you enjoyed this episode. You can find more information about the show on our website at feloniouspod.com or on our Instagram at felonious.pod.
Links to our show notes can be found in the episode description, as well as through our website and social media. You can visit our Contact Us page and tell us what you think about the show and if there are any cases you would like us to cover. We hope you join us for the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye!